Happy VA Wednesday. So today we're going to talk about the shift in the market and how it's helping more VA buyers get into contract. And I want to give you guys a couple tips to make sure you're as successful as possible. Now, if you guys like this content, please subscribe, please like. If you hate me, dislike it, whatever. Also, if you guys have certain videos you want me to do, please put it in the comments and I will do my best to do that for you. Now, let's talk about the shift in the market. 2020, 2021, crazy years, insane. And why? Why was 2020 and 21 so crazy? Cheap money, guys. Rates were like practically free. Everyone was trapped in their house. They were looking for hope. Zillow's never had so many hits. My channel was on fire because of it. People were trapped inside. It creates something, okay? And money was cheap. So money's not cheap anymore. And if you were a VA buyer in 2020, 2021, you probably felt some pain, right? There were a lot of real estate agents out there saying, oh, you can't get a VA accepted. And there were lenders going, oh, I can't deal with you, you're VA, right? Those lenders were drowning in refis. You know, they didn't care. Okay, look, if you guys were my client, you know that we were always getting VA offers accepted in 2020 and 21, and that you guys are my favorite. You know that. Shh, don't tell anyone, but it's true. So that's not an issue here, but overall, the industry in general, you know, if they're being fed low-hanging fruit, they're gonna go for the low-hanging fruit, which is refis, you know, whatever's easiest. And VA is not hard, but for the average loan officer, it is, okay? So let's talk about why the market shift's great. Rates have gone up considerably. Now for VA, they've gone up as well. However, remember, VA, if you're working with a lender that's not trying to rip you off, that rate is going to be lower than conventional, always. That's a benefit. Now remember, what else about VA? You guys don't pay mortgage insurance. Anyone who's doing a conventional loan or FHA and has less than 20%, they're paying mortgage insurance. With FHA, even if you have 20%, you're paying mortgage insurance. You guys don't. So as housing has become even more affordable for every other buyer, your rate's gone up, but you're still in a better position, okay? So now is the time where I am seeing VA buyers just clean up house. And it is, I love it. I love it so much. So, you know, before we had some real estate agents that were like, oh, I'm not doing VA. Now I've got them and they're like, I want to learn all about it. And I'm like, oh, this is great. This is what we need, you know? So I want to talk to you guys about that. So first of all, and most importantly, I think you can be successful this year as a VA buyer. Strongly believe it. I thought that last year too, and the year before, but this year's like fun. Like I love it actually. We're seeing buyers get closing costs. You know, I was talking to Sahar. She's a real estate agent in Houston. I'm gonna have her on because I really like her. And we were talking about a situation where a buyer, they don't have any cash, so we need to get the seller to pay all the closing costs, 4% in Houston, Texas, guys. This is an area that last year everything was just crazy. She negotiated it. It's happening. It's wonderful. It's wonderful and magical, okay? But here's something you guys need to keep in mind. The number one most important thing is you need to work with a real estate agent that is pro-VA. Okay, I'm not saying they have to wear a flag shirt. I'm not saying that their signature line has to have 9 million things about VA. You know, Sahara's a great example. Her signature line, I think she's actually the luxury sports division, you know, of her brokerage, but she loves VA. She loves it. Okay, that's what you need. You need a real estate agent that loves it, not just because they're patriotic, but because they get it. They know it's a good loan. They know it can close quick. They know it doesn't have problems. They know the appraisals are good. Okay, the first red flag, and run if you hit it. If you guys are a VA buyer and you talk to a real estate agent and they go, well, I mean, can you do FHA? No. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. That question, can you do FHA? It doesn't make you more attractive as a buyer. It costs you more money. And if they go, oh, well, you're doing 5%, so just do conventional. Guys, it's costing you more money in interest rate. You're paying mortgage insurance. No. Okay? No. You want someone who is positive. And you may go, well, Jen, do they need a ton of experience? Look, do I love a good real estate agent with a ton of experience that loves VA? Oh, I love them. I love them. They can be hard to find, right? It can be hard to find a real estate agent with a ton of experience no matter what. Like, we have 1 billion real estate agents in the country, just like we do with lenders. So if someone is newer, but they're very excited to learn, they're pro-VA, they have a go-get-em attitude, I'm cool with that person. Like, I will take them in like a baby bird, teach them everything they need to know about VA, and help them as much as possible. Would I prefer if you had a shark negotiator? Of course, because that's going to get you a better deal. But sometimes we can turn those baby birds into, you know, fierce flying birds of prey, okay? So real estate agents, very important. Second most thing important, it's the lender, guys. It's the lender. Now, I'm hoping you just call me because I'm licensed everywhere but Rhode Island and Utah. But you really need a lender that can perform and perform fast, okay? And that's one of the issues with VA, is that a lot of the lenders that you guys traditionally go to, because they've been marketing to you since you stepped a foot on base, they're call centers. And they don't have that attitude of, can we close you in under 30 days? Yeah, let's do a 20-day close. 18 days, let's go. They have the attitude of, you will close when we want you to close. It might take us 45 days. Like, there's zero customer service, zero. And the reason is they haven't had to work for it for a really long time. And sometimes what happens when people don't have to work for something, they get lazy. It's just like a relationship, right? How many times do you hear about people breaking up because one spouse took the other for granted? If you want to keep that relationship going, you can't do that. It's the same thing with lending, okay? They're taking that relationship for granted, so you guys need to say bye-bye. If they're telling you that it's going to take them 40 days to close a purchase, bye-bye. If they're telling you that, you know, your rate and fees are higher, but that's okay because they've been on base since day one, bye-bye. You guys need to be shopping these people too. If they can't give you a closing cost estimate, I love this one. Well, we don't give closing cost estimates till you're in contract. Yeah, because you don't want them to see how high your rates and fees are, so you're waiting till contract, hoping they won't notice, and at that point you can bamboozle them, okay? I've talked about this in other videos. Mortgage lender red flag number one, if they won't talk to you about closing costs and fees, and if they won't give you an actual breakdown, okay? If they say, oh, it's like 3%, 4%, garbage. Any lender that goes straight to percentages and won't give you a breakdown, it's because they know they're more expensive than the market. Okay, so you want a fast lender who's going to fully underwrite you. Now, the full underwriting is important because it makes it A, so that the whole process is more seamless, but B, it also makes your offer stronger. So you've got your bird of prey, your shark realtor who loves VA, you've got your great lender who's got you fully underwritten, you know what your closing costs are going to be, you know what your payment are going to be. That is how you go and win in this market. Okay, and from the lender standpoint, I have to tell you, I do a lot of strategizing and structuring of, okay, can we get the seller to pay this? If you guys have money, sometimes we still want the seller to pay stuff. Like, why wouldn't we? Like, we want to get every dollar we can to you and keep every dollar in your bank account that we can. You know, within reason. Like, some lenders are like, well, you don't have to pay any closing costs if you go with me, and they give you a super high rate. Do I think that's the way to do this? No, I really don't. I would rather get it from the seller every day of the week, you know, and it's going to depend on the circumstance, but there's a lot of opportunity right now. So I think it's a great time to be a VA buyer. I'm so excited for all my VA buyers. We're having so much fun. We're doing lock and rolls where we can actually lock your rate while you shop. We're doing rate renegotiations when the rates drop. It's fun. It's a good time to be a VA buyer. So if you guys got scared off because of the last 2 years, because it was brutal, guys, it was brutal for everyone, but this is a better market. Yes, you can have inspections. Yes, you can do VA, and just stay away from anyone who's ever gonna try to shame you about VA. If someone's trying to shame you about VA, it's because they don't understand it. I wish I qualified for a VA loan. Like, seriously, I look at the stuff you can do with it, and I look at some of my clients' real estate portfolios that they've been building, you know, since they first got in the military, and I'm like, damn, this is good. This is good. So, okay, I'm rambling. Anyways, as always, licensed in 48 states, here to help you guys. Questions or comments, please reach out. And I mean, I'm here for you. My cell phone's everywhere. It is my cell phone. I'm never gonna sell you as a lead or to a call center. It's me and my team. So thanks for watching, guys.